Don't you know we all cheer for Magnus Danger
Good afternoon, morning, or evening, or whatever time zone it is you are in. Lucky, beautiful viewer and or listener of the Onwards to Victory podcast. I am your host, Magnus D. Magnus. That big D in the middle stands for danger. And tonight, I am 10 pounds of excited once again in a 5-pound bag because it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you my guest for today. Please, folks, put your hands together for the absolutely unstoppable force, the human spectacular, the one and only, the one that is Mr. David Eriksson! Cue Ace of Spades, my motorhead. Hello!
Hi.
Hi, David!
Hey, Magnus.
Hey, it's very, very good to have you, well, sitting in the chair.
Yeah, I love the
opposite
chair.
me.
I love the chair.
I got podcasts now, and finally we got you on it. I've been very much looking forward to
Do
this.
I look natural?
Yeah. Oh, you always look natural. You're just like the most normal guy there possibly was. Yeah. Well, we'd show him your fucking like tattoos on your goddamn body.
Yeah.
The guy has ping pong written on it. For those of you who are just listening, the guy's ping pong tattooed across his knuckles.
Because I am the King Kong of ping pong. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
If anyone has not seen David's act or is not lucky
Everybody's
enough to
seen
have
it, I think.
anybody worth, and if you have not yet seen it, then I pity you. I genuinely pity you because the guy is just, well, like we said, he's a human spectacular. Today, my good friend David here and I are going to be talking a bunch of, well, just nutty shit because we've worked together before. I am lucky enough to have been in a show with David.
And I say it's mutual. I'm lucky enough to be your
Aww.
I love being introduced by you. You know, I always,
Well, that's, I mean, I was lucky enough to catch your new show, Apple. We're here in the middle of the Perth Fringe right now.
We are.
And you're doing Apple Saucy. And we've got I was lucky enough to catch enough of it. And I heard, that old intro that I've done for you.
Yeah. You're part of my show.
I'm
you
so
got
happy.
no royalties at all. Because you don't need it, man.
No, we're doing very
Look at this
fine.
place.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You're doing well.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this place. We're in a fucking garage. Yeah.
This studio actually goes on like everything looks like this.
Yeah, just beyond these cameras, that's where all the Porsches are parked. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, that Maserati over there.
Yeah.
Yep. That's just how it is. Man, I got fucking Andrew Tate money now. Jesus Christ. Boy. So
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. What you've been doing, I mean, you're a very successful guy. You've just come from Germany doing Flick Flack.
I'm so tired of everybody calling me successful and genius. I'm so tired of it. But yeah, I guess like
ho hum. Jeez.
Yeah. I just came back from Europe where I was doing a circus Flick Flack again. I do that quite regularly.
Yeah.
Regularly.
And that's that's
I'm from Sweden. I don't speak English very good. But I try.
You're still very charismatic.
Like you said, I am very successful.
Yes, and it's successful.
But not here at the Fringe though, unfortunately.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. You've when you were here you were here 2015, 16,
I think
17, 18? Yeah.
I think this is my 9th year here. Well, no, it's not. I came here first time 10 years ago with La Soirée.
Yes.
And then I came back and I did my first solo show here. And also El Bizarro.
Wait, back when we did Pink on the Inside.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, that was the year after because you produced it as well.
That's right. Yeah. We got to produce your solo show. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
This is we go way back here.
Yeah,
but
we do.
But my favorite still always was El Bizarro. I still have such
I love that show.
Fuck, I love that show.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
And the whole point of that show was we were, because if you're hanging around in artist bars and you will eventually, you start talking to people and everyone will say, oh, well, I've got this one act. I've got this one act that no one will let me do. Yeah, this one act I really want to do. I want to do all of the weird stuff. And so El Bizarro was supposed to be everybody getting to bring that one act that no one will let them do and just putting them all in one show.
Yeah.
And it went off like absolute gangbusters.
Yeah. No, it was good times.
And we were lucky enough to have you in it. Yeah. But
2 times, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
such beautiful days.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But you haven't been in Perth since 20...
I think was it 18?
2018,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
And because there was a pandemic happened as well.
What?
It was some weird thing.
I don't
happening.
recall. No,
No.
that's no knowledge of mine. Yeah.
Yes, it
People
was-
keep telling me about
something
this
in
thing.
the
I have no
air,
idea.
and I had to stay home for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
But-
Yeah. What did you like? Because I haven't
And-
spoken to you since. What did you do throughout all of that horribleness?
I was lucky enough to have, because I'm so successful
Yeah.
and so good at what I do.
Such a genius.
Yeah, such a genius. Stop
Yeah.
calling me that. I got some jobs in. I had some bookings that
Yeah.
sort of saved me, because I was working in Denmark, and they was very supportive, and when everything was going
Yeah.
down, I still got paid.
Wow.
Yeah, so I could
Oh, that's
live a
great.
good life. Actually, I was lucky. Yeah.
That's great.
And then I had a residency, and which was overlapping with the fringe. I couldn't come back, and
Yeah.
it was possible this year. So I'm
really well. There's a lot of us that are very, very
Oh.
glad to see you coming back, and like bringing a solo show. Everyone has just gone like bonkers for it. I think that there's a whole bunch of new folks that are rising up, especially in Perth in this fringe, that are they weren't around for the old days. They weren't-
right.
but
Yeah.
this is. I'm sure you went and did Cake.
I did Cake.
Yeah.
For 4 nights. That was
Which is another
great.
like
Yeah,
amazing
with the-
variety show
with Memphis.
with Memphis
Yeah,
May. That's
yeah,
right. Yeah. And apple sauce. So what are you going to do when you get out of here?
I am going to stay around for a while. I'm going to do some spots. And I'm going to stay to the 16th. Yeah, the last day. Yeah, just see shows and stuff. I'm going to come and see you.
Oh, do it.
Yeah. Kaboom and
Oh,
all,
yeah.
all the others. How many are they? Like 19 shows?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
what me? That
Yeah.
there's
Something like that.
there was
Uncountable.
4. Yeah, like an unreasonable number of shows.
Yeah.
We do a lot.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
with this
No,
fabulous
yeah.
production.
And we're
company.
sharing changing room as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice to come in there in the like. I have this very brief time
Mm.
between in this fringe. I've got
Yeah, you're
I
right.
do
It's hectic, isn't
Kaboom,
it? Yeah.
and then the Greatest Magic Show.
Yeah.
And there's literally a 20-minute gap.
When
Basically
you swap
running
your
my
red jacket for
underpants.
another red jacket.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, the first jacket goes red because I've been bleeding all over it. 'cause
Okay.
keep injuring myself.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a white lab coat, but I just keep exploding.
That's good. It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When
it's
it's
super
if,
real.
if it's blood, it's real. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
And if it
Yeah.
bleeds, it leads. Well,
Yeah.
it's you. Yes, man. There's blood in your show.
There is blood. Yeah. I'm trying to adding some shock value. It's not
Yeah.
real blood though.
I'm sorry. I know the audience doesn't. Know
They don't know
Yeah.
that. They don't
Yeah.
get that. No, that
Yeah.
is no.
Of course.
It's not.
The fact I thought that would be very impressive. You could bleed on cue exactly with that voiceover every night.
Oh my god!
If you
Wouldn't that
could-
be great?
Yeah.
That's something to aim for, isn't it?
Slice
Bleeding
yourself
on
up.
cue.
Yeah. Oh
Just
man,
bleed. Bleed now.
yeah. Just take a bunch of high blood pressure.
Yeah,
Just put
yeah.
some Viagra or something. Anything will raise your blood
That would be
pressure.
great.
Yeah.
Because with my striped tights.
Yeah.
As well, that would be great if I did that.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. And the whole putting socks down your back. Oh my god, we're just basically doing a blow by blow of your amazing show.
Ah.
So you,
Yeah.
how many solo shows have you done? And
Yeah.
do you like? I mean, when you're doing a solo show, you get to do everything you want. We were kind of talking about this
We
before.
did, yeah, and that's the beauty of it, because
Yeah.
in the everyday life,
Mm.
you have to you slave
Yeah.
in a bit, right?
Yeah.
So it's good to go away and do whatever what you really want to do and get paid nothing for it.
Yeah.
for a while, That's I really love that.
Yeah.
Just to come and lose money, but
Yeah.
at least you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah. It's like
And-
you're paying to be genuine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
Love
get
that.
it.
Yeah. And so this is my third solo show.
Yeah.
But they're all been on the theme of like toxic masculinity. So So the first one was Pink on the Inside, where I sort of kind of more shablonic. Is that a word?
Shablonic? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, it is.
What
a
does
word.
that mean?
It means like it's kind of. What does it mean? It means like that it was not. Fuck. I'm using words so difficult I can't even explain it myself. Yeah.
So it's
well, it was kind of.
You had a metamorphosis.
The
in
theme
that show.
was easy to read. You
Oh,
know?
right,
I
yeah.
played a bad guy who realized that if I change, I can open up and be, you know, who I am truly on the inside.
Right.
You know, pink
Yeah.
on the inside.
Yeah.
And so that was the first. It was very like easily structured. You know, very
Got it.
easy to follow.
Yeah.
And then my second one was called Vain.
Oh,
You know,
right.
and that was about me and my vanity, which
Yeah.
also touched the subject of toxic masculinity,
Yeah.
obviously, you know.
It's got to be tough to grapple with that when everyone keeps calling you a genius all the time. Yeah.
Terrible.
How do you keep that under wraps?
I'm just
all
like,
that
I
vanity.
just have to hide. I'm
Yeah.
hiding from the fucking genius bomb.
And what, you know, with all that Viagra, the veins just get even bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
The vein is getting bigger.
Hey.
Yeah, the vein.
So that was the second.
Yeah, and now I'm doing apple saucy, which
Yeah.
is sort of the last sort of take on the subject, where I decided to talk a little bit about, you know, things I have done wrong, you know,
Right.
and like
The confessional show.
confessions, and
Yeah.
admitting, and
Yeah.
you know, my willingness to change behaviors, but mainly because I'm obviously woke, you know, but mainly. I don't know if that's a good word anymore, but it is. I mean, it is a good word. But
I would. I mean, if you say you're, you know, aware, I
Yeah.
mean, how is it ever a bad thing
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
aware of your
I
own,
know it's
like
it
failing to
drives
try
me crazy.
to change?
The rhetoric of these people.
Yeah.
But so what I'm doing is I'm trying to sort of plant a seed in the audience. You know.
Yeah.
To go like, oh yeah, I've done that. Oh, okay, so that's bad. Oh fuck, I feel embarrassed.
Yeah,
now, or whatever.
yeah. Well, I was reading that. You know, there's that. I really, really. I mean, I don't know if it resonates with everybody in the audience. It might not necessarily resonate with their experiences, but that bit that you do about before the show, I would be looking through at the audience and, like, you know, see, oh, who's
Nasty.
cute?
Yeah.
Who's
I
a
think,
cutie?
yeah. I don't think I'm the only one who's done that.
No, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like I found it really nice to admit that.
Yeah. Well, that was. I mean, if we could just dig on that for a bit, because when you were talking about that, I was thinking that's a very vulnerable, relatable thing. Yeah,
exactly.
And I was thinking, well, because actually having to stop and think about what that behavior really is like.
Yeah, you
know
work,
what it means.
Yeah. You work for a couple of reasons. You work for money, you work for attention, and you work for the possibility of getting laid off.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, and the first two really are just subsets of the third one, if you ask me.
Yeah.
You-
Right.
I mean, all of this, you know, I mean, like Chris Rock says, if a guy could fuck in a cardboard box, he wouldn't get a house, you know? But it's, when you were talking about that part, it was just, once again, to call you a genius. Yeah. It was just one of those things that was like, that's a really, like, weirdly insightful and kind of vulnerable thing to just like,
well,
bust
thank you
out.
for that. Yeah.
And being able to present it that way.
Yeah, you have to find a way of presenting it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I'm sort of not disguising, but I'm using my silliness and nonsense and tricks and you know, entertainment skills or whatever to sort of do that, you know.
That's what I want to get into.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't give a shit about like theatrical rules in a way, you know.
That I've always liked that about you.
So it's like, because we are like 1%ers, aren't we? You know, like we who create our own material, we can do what the fuck we want. You know? And that's what I'm doing, you know. Like,
and we were talking about this before we started recording as well. There's something about that when you are doing what you want to do. I mean, if you are getting in there and you do it the way you want to do it, it always winds up better. I mean, the more authentic it is.
Yeah, it's never going to be good with having some German circus director going like, no, you have to come here and you have to put this.
Make sure you stand there. Don't say the word fuck. People hate that.
But that's my whole show.
Yeah. The show would be like 4 minutes long.
I can't say fuck. Oh, but
God damn it.
I got nothing then.
But But it is that specific thing about that kind of vulnerability and that confession of something like that, which is kind of just this weird and often, I mean, in show business, kind of like a ubiquitous behavior, going like, "Hey, who's hot in the audience?
Yeah,
who's hot in the audience? Who am I going to direct some special attention to because I've got this weird power dynamic thing?"
Yeah, right.
I can be like, "Hey, baby."
Yeah. And then like, but I don't know how to say this, but like if it works, you feel like it's sort of just it's just you feel like a king because you in a way, but when you step out of yourself and look at yourself, you feel like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're like,
for thinking
wait a
like
minute,
that.
Is that okay? Can I? No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So like I've stopped doing that now.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like being able to present that because it's not a very easy concept.
No.
To get across. I mean, if you were to ask someone who wasn't a spectacular performing genius who doesn't give a fuck about theatrical rules, if you were to ask them to try and present that idea to an audience, it's actually spectacularly difficult to but get it across.
What I always liked with my own comedy is to like taking the piss out of myself,
Yeah.
And so I, it's fun to tell these stories and sort of, like use the reactions from the audience that, ooh, oh my God, to go like, I'm a fucking loser, and sort of feed that fire, and I love that, because as soon as I start to become like superior to my story, then it becomes cringy.
Very,
in another way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I have a confession to make. Please watch me now as I'm being a very thoughtful, insightful man. That's not what I'm aiming for.
Guys. I'm being really vulnerable right now.
I'm really vulnerable.
Hey, give me all of the praise for being so vulnerable.
And please fuck me after.
Yeah, exactly. What do you mean you won't fuck me? Did you see how vulnerable and thoughtful I was? Yeah.
So I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah. But it was, it worked on me. I was like, man, that's you don't a hell of a bit. Yeah. No, of course I want to fuck you, but I won't because, I respect your art way too much.
I don't fuck geniuses.
I think it's more geniuses don't fuck me, but
right?
No, I'm kidding.
That's true.
God, I fuck so many geniuses. God damn it, it's been amazing. But now that I've blown all of this smoke up your ass, we didn't do this thing. There's this thing that we always do.
What is that?
Okay, this is great. We didn't even do the prompt. Okay, there's a part that I think is becoming people's favorites. Is I'm going to get you to introduce yourself. I mean, because you're already like a world traveling genius, people know. But if you got a camera right there,
I don't like this stuff. Okay.
No. Talking about yourself. Okay.
No, I don't.
Well, I'll present it in a very self-deprecating sort of way, and maybe that will help lead you into it. That's good. So, David Eriksson, tell these goddamn people out here, why on earth should anybody give a fuck about you and what you've done? There we go. Bam. The fabulous David Eriksson.
This is terrible.
I know.
Terrible. Fuck. I have like really a problem with that actually, but that was make me such a nice guy because I'm very aware of my
God,
sort of.
You're so thoughtful and lovely.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
well,
is that good enough?
Yeah, that's great. There we go. That's fine. That's plenty. But this will lead us into something else because I think we're kind of scratching at this already. Is the idea of being when you are on stage, right? I mean, you're presenting something there, and there's a big praise economy. There's applause. You're going to be doing things for applause, and you're in
totally.
show business. Is what you're doing.
Yeah.
So being in that position where you're trying to be thoughtful and trying to be self-aware and presenting these things whilst you're still doing it in this praise economy, like you said, it's a difficult thing to put that across without it and to stay genuine. Right?
Well,
how
well, I mean, the structure is, I have confidence in the few things that I do, you know. So
Right.
and I'm sort of transparent with it, you know. I'm going to
Yeah.
show you now this thing that's going to make you love me. For me, in order then to say some other
Right,
stuff that
yeah.
might, you know, make you hate me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to bounce this dynamic back and forth during the show. You know?
Yeah.
So, and since I don't give a fuck about the rules, I just jump between
Love
them without necessarily segueing it like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm shoehorning it in
Yeah.
since 1973.
Yeah.
You know, that's you know, like I am, you know, I force things in, you know, into like a theatrical dramaturgy,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and yeah,
It's
like
it gets
Yeah.
to well,
I introduce a game to the audience, I think, which makes them, you know, okay, so that's, you know, but you know,
the going back and forth between and making that whole thing very transparent about I'm here on stage because I want you to like me.
yeah, exactly.
But then being able to put in the message
Yeah.
underneath, it's really not an easy thing to do. I just wonder if that
Well,
comes to you.
It is quite kind of easy though, because
Yeah?
I'm like, you know, for me it makes sense. You know,
Right.
the dramaturgy, is that
Yeah.
the word? Makes sense to me.
Sure.
And if I believe it, I mean, then they will believe it too.
See that
you know?
that's the special
Yeah, yeah.
sauce, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the special sauce
I think
because
so.
you can't fake doing what you're doing. You can't fake that.
No.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
And,
No, you can't. No.
Yeah, and it does come through because if you were even the slightest bit insincere,
Yeah, right.
the whole house of cards would
Oh
just
my
come
god!
down.
Oh my god! And
Yeah.
it's not possible to be insincere,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm a terrible actor, believe it or not. and so I have to
Yeah.
do it my way, you know.
Yeah.
I have to, you know. I mean, when I sometimes, you know, when I do my confessions,
Yeah.
I think about the feeling I have. You know, this thing about like retrospective agony. You know, when you
Sure.
when you sure you do.
Yeah, of course.
When you
Oh,
don't-
I've
when
made
something-
some dreadful mistakes.
Yeah,
Of
when
course.
something comes over you,
Yeah.
like from out of nowhere, you go like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, and you was fuck, stop thinking about that, you know.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have a lot of that, you know.
Yeah.
And I used when I open the book and read from the book,
Mhm.
which contains exactly that, I feel it, you know.
Have you like? Is the book really full of like a bunch
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
own like?
Yeah, yeah.
Every time you have some retrospective.
Yeah, I
horrible
try
thing, you go,
I try to add also as the run
Yeah.
progresses, you know.
Wow.
But luckily I'm a nice guy now, so there's
Oh yeah.
no bullshit.
No. Yeah.
Like no recent bullshit.
No reason
No,
to
of
add
course
anything
not.
to it.
No.
He's reformed.
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to be such a shit.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Hey! Thanks, Jesus. Yeah.
Oh,
Which
Jesus.
you
Should we
can
talk?
fuck him now because he's a nice guy. People don't actually know what because so far
How to buy my tickets? No,
yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah. Well, you're gonna buy tickets. Oh no, when this would come out. But if you're, I mean,
No.
you're all over the world.
all
Because
over the
anyone
world, all
sees,
the time. Yeah,
and
yeah.
people can't mistake you for anybody else.
No,
You've
that's
got a
true.
very distinctive head.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm actually bald. I don't know if
What?
many people know that, but
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
actually bald by choice. No.
Revelation.
No, that's a lie. Actually, it's
Yeah.
not a choice.
No, was it?
I actually went up once to a guy in the audience who was bald, and I saw that he had like a crucifix around his,
Yeah.
his neck, and I was like, "Where is your God now?" and he was like,
There was some.
"I love that joke."
There was fucking hell. There was a great. What was that great God joke?
Can I have a refill?
Oh yeah. We'll just
Alright.
keep it going. Thank you very much to our fabulous producer Justin. Who's going to go and.
Oh, fuck! This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a real hedgehog.
It's actually
It's a real fake hedgehog.
it's a Tenric,
it's a
as
Tenric.
I understand. No one's corrected me yet, but yeah, this
Well,
is
I'm going to
a.
correct you there.
Oh, great!
No, if you say it's a Tendrick, it's a Tendrick.
Well, this is what I went and looked this up because I know it's not actually a hedgehog.
Well,
Apparently,
it looks pretty.
It looks
similar
like
to
a hedgehog,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
It's got all
what.
the spikes.
Yeah,
Well, hold on.
but this
I
is.
got all the spikes.
Oh yeah. We counted them
Yeah,
specifically
yeah.
before the show. This is apparently some sort of Madagascan creature.
Oh,
It
one of
just
those.
keeps coming up on the podcast because everybody is excited about the
It's like,
candles
it's
on
like
the
in
top
my
are
show.
new.
Everybody talks about my clogs. You know,
Oh,
talk
right.
more about the content.
They're
Like
what-
clogs.
Wow, there's such amazing clogs in that show.
Those
5
clogs,
stars, great
those
clogs.
clogs are genius.
Genius clogs. Well, you got to be a very smart guy to wear. Man, but you've done stuff in your show. We've been talking a lot about you confessing and
Yeah.
how you're a nice guy, and I really fixated on that confessional part. But
I mean, for the record,
skills-wise,
I'm not 100% a nice guy. I mean, who is? You know,
No, no, none of us are.
We all make,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, we had a whole episode
But I
already
try.
with Belle de Beauvoir
Yeah.
where I was basically just admitting to cheating on a partner, like,
Oh, wow.
with Belle. So it was, that was a very, we're just laying it out there and going, hey,
Yeah.
this is a bad thing to do. And I
Wow.
was,
I
just
see.
was been very, open about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that happens.
yeah.
That happens. I've made terrible mistakes. Yeah. I don't learn things
So
the
I've
easy
heard.
way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Words out. Everyone knows I'm
Yeah.
just a total shit.
No, but like,
Mm.
I mean, also the question I ask the audience and myself is like, why am I doing this? Why am I telling you all this shit I've done? And it's also in a way therapeutic,
Well, sure.
in a way to do it. Yeah, that one. Thank you.
Oh,
Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Justin. This is
Once.
nice. This is.
is that okay?
What is it? It's
Jean Jabir.
root ginger beer.
Yeah.
I like it. Yes, thank you.
This is Adam Savage's favorite drink.
Ah.
Yeah. That's it.
I
Adam
did not
Savage?
know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's it. That's a weird bit of
Adam who?
Adam Savage. Do you know Adam Savage?
not.
You ever seen the Mythbusters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it the guy with the mustache or the guy with the?
The guy with the
red
hair and the
hair.
glasses. Yeah, the other
He
guy.
can actually juggle 2 ping pong balls with his mouth.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
He's a skill collector.
He's
Adam
a bit
Savage.
of he comes
Yeah.
from like the British street scene, I guess, maybe.
Adam Savage? No, he was he would work for ILM, and I was touring with him for like
Oh really?
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
But he can juggle 2 ping pong balls with
he
his
could
mouth.
do. He could
So I have to kill him.
Yeah. It's like the Highlander with
Yeah.
ping pong ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There's only one King
There
Kong
can be
of
only
ping
one.
pong.
Yes, exactly.
God damn it.
And it's not you, Adam Savage.
Yeah. Oh,
You have other qualities.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, of course. There'll be it's no murdering.
Mm.
Yeah. Unless he dresses up like an
No.
elk.
Well,
It's going to happen.
we love elks though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another
Yeah.
part of the show. Well, okay, we should. That's something that we haven't actually talked about is
Elks.
what. Got,
Finally,
God-
we are talking
God
about
damn.
elks.
Yeah.
Finally.
geez, well, Joe Rogan does it all the fucking time, right?
Oh, does
Constantly
he?
going on about elks.
Oh,
Doesn't he always talk about elks and elk meat?
does he?
I believe so.
Like eating elk. I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about a completely different thing.
Yeah.
I try to lure an elk out, like,
Yeah.
and instead of shooting it in the fucking head,
Yeah.
we are going to love it.
Yeah.
You know? And so
And make friends.
we,
It could be just
we can
as
make friends
nourishing.
with elks.
Yeah.
Look, I have an elk here.
Oh.
Yeah, I love elks.
Look at
yeah.
a big old elk.
I also like fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
And you like
axes. Yeah,
and ping pong paddles.
and ping pong paddles.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you got that all stuff up back there. That's
Yeah,
a secret.
That's a
later.
secret.
Yeah.
That's for the
For the senoritas. Hey.
the senior Ritas.
Are you a senior eater?
What does that mean? I
know,
eat anything.
I've
well,
been,
except
I've been
elk.
a senior eater. Yeah, except for
Yeah,
elk.
I
yeah.
don't eat senior elks.
Yeah, save an elk, eat a senior.
Mm.
Good. So you do
That's
have,
what they
you
say.
are one of the, you've got probably one of the weirdest skill sets out of it. We meet a lot of people with, circus skills.
Mm.
There's a lot of very hot, very talented people
Mm.
in the industry.
Yeah, and then there's me.
Yeah. And then, but you've got, you're some fucking weird, here's some weird ass shit. Like,
Yeah.
of all of the, and having a bunch of very weird niche, you definitely, if anyone was going to be the ping pong guy,
Yeah.
you must be the ping pong guy. Have you ever had that specifically? People come to you from weird angles, like advertising or some other.
Like
spot?
what happens to me if someone makes a thing with a ping pong ball? Recently, there was a guy like breaking the world record by bouncing a ping pong ball off a wall. you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
and it was on the Guinness Book of Records
Yeah.
thing, and this clip got sent to me. Like, I'm not exaggerating, a million times.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I was like, oh. How hard can it be? So his record was like 48 times against the wall in 30 seconds.
Oh,
And I tried it, and I broke it by the double on my first attempt.
Hey!
So I might go into that industry for a while.
You should.
Just break it with
Yeah.
just break it once a day.
You absolutely. Well, you
Yeah.
just get the Guinness guys.
Yeah,
on.
but there's a few people who juggle ping pong balls. Like I started because I got teamed up with another British juggler called Rod Laver.
yes.
Actually,
Hey.
weird, no, and we did a show in England like back in the 90s, and he was juggling ping pong balls and I was juggling normal balls. Director asked us to do something together, and we decided to mix our my acrobatics and my juggling with his ping pong balls.
Yeah.
And then we started to develop a lot of tricks with ping pong balls, and then when we stopped working together, I continued.
You'd already got the ping pong bug.
Yeah, I got the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's a few people, but like I try to do it my way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's you're not only like the ping pong guy. I'm
also the balloon guy,
the balloon
plunger
guy and the plunger guy
yeah.
and the fucking
and the elk
toothbrush guy.
and the
Yeah.
elk guy. And
Yeah.
And the really nice guy.
He's such a nice guy. Gosh, he definitely won't assault you.
yeah,
He's just so sweet.
Yeah. I accumulated a lot of skills because I wanted to be an acrobat, and then I had an injury, so I was like, got like a little alarm bell, like, okay, so maybe this is not sustainable, acrobatics. So
is
I
this
thought
how
like,
this all
how
started?
can I? So then I started with juggling, and then juggling turned into sort of like, wouldn't it be great if I juggled with stuff that people could actually relate to, rather than like props that are made for juggling,
Right?
So that's why I started to explore like everyday objects,
Yeah.
and then also like adding character or whatever,
Yeah.
comedy. That's gonna be my safest card to
That's
be
got-
sustainable.
That's got sustainability all over it. Yeah.
Unless you become like your comedy, that can also
Yeah.
not age well, if you know what I mean.
You mean if you become if the character and you start
but
melding together.
if you're not in tune with what's
right.
going on,
yeah.
I've seen a few artists who sort of
that does
put out
happen.
jokes that are like
Yeah.
okay, maybe it's time for you to
Yeah. Change
step
up the
down
material.
and let me.
Maybe it's time for you to step down and let me have a go. Yeah. I'm so nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've done a lot of touring around like variety shows
Mhm.
and meeting all of these people. I mean, how many different countries have you performed in, David? Jesus Christ.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a lot.
I think it's like maybe 40 countries or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
And you get to go on have you got residencies and big tours? And
Like
stuff
sometimes
like
I work
that?
with like varieties and dinner shows and big commercial stuff, but I
Mm.
also try to mix it up and take opportunities to do a residency, for example, and develop my own stuff,
Right.
So I mean, you got to earn the money,
That's
to
the thing.
being able to
Yeah.
so, and I love money. Money's great. Yeah.
It beats not having money.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
After being
Money is not. Well, this is what I used to say. Like after my act, I had it for quite a while. I said like, okay, before I go, a few words of advice, guys. Remember, love. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna do that again.
You just got such a great voice
Yeah.
for this. I
So,
fucking love it when you say this.
You've been great. Before I go, I'm gonna leave you with a few words of wisdom, guys. Remember, beauty is on the outside. Money is everything, and always judge a book by its cover. Thank you. Good night. And people go like, no, that's not how you say it. Like people are. Sometimes irony is like,
Yeah. No.
yeah.
Well,
Money is good though.
it's a necessary evil, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's sure, it beats not having it.
I met a
'Cause
guy
otherwise
the
you
other day
can't do anything.
here in Perth who came to sit down with me and smoked a cigarette, and I said, I hate money. Oh, but you need it, right? Oh, I don't need money. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, you don't need money. How much is that pack of tobacco? It was like $100. So you need money to buy? No, yeah. And I figured out after a while, because his wife was just texting me, oh, my wife, she wants me to come home. She doesn't like when I'm out drinking. And so I figured out that the reason why he doesn't need money, that money is not important, is because, justifying for himself for spending it all,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
on fucking booze.
Yeah. Before he gets
while
his
his
wife.
and baby is at home going, where the fuck are you? Don't spend the fucking money. I don't need, no. Sorry.
No. But your
You-
family probably does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good
Yeah.
luck. Good luck to you, Frank.
Yeah,
or whatever.
guy,
Yeah, yeah.
smoking
Yeah.
guy out
Yeah.
there, wherever you are.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. Remember,
Yeah.
money is everything. Yeah. So this is
I don't need money.
this is man, Perth people, they got some weird people out here.
Yeah.
Perth has got some special units
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
around.
And it's quite a lot about money here as well. So I also,
yeah.
another theory is that he was probably quite jealous of
Oh
people
yeah.
who have quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of there's a lot of folks that here.
It's
I
a
mean,
good
it's the
protection.
biggest little
Yeah.
mining town
Yeah.
in the world.
It's like a
isolated.
It's like a protection, isn't it? If you want something that you don't have, you know,
Yeah.
it's like me saying like, I don't need laughs.
No.
I don't need it.
Nah,
It's good when they don't laugh. It's good when they don't.
You just said that out loud, and I just got this weird pang in my chest. Like,
I've said that.
oh my god, no laughs. What? Oh, imagine what that
exactly.
world looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's crazy.
I don't know what what would I do without laughs?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's also part of my show, isn't it? You know, that's also what I try to explain, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes you used to, as we say in Sweden, you walk over dead bodies, you know?
Yep.
For anything, you know,
Yeah.
and for me it's been like to get a laugh, like
Yeah.
in every fucking situation,
Yeah.
which has caused me to sort of lose relationships and stuff, of
Yeah.
course, because everything is a fucking joke, you know.
Yeah.
Can we talk serious now? Oh, by serious I mean serious.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I feel you. Oh, that
Yeah.
resonates so hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's oh my gosh. That's just one of those things, though, isn't it? Okay, okay, let's go. Let's get into it. If you are having relationships in the past, if you're in this industry, like how many relationships have you had in the past with with people that aren't in the industry, or maybe they don't really know how it works, or only a passing thing?
I mean,
Do you find it's easy to go with like show people or non-show people?
I mean, it's easier to have a partnership with someone who's in the industry.
Yeah,
But my current situation, which I really enjoy, is I am with a woman who is not in the industry, but
Yeah.
she's fucking rich, so
Oh,
she
great.
can come and visit me everywhere I go in the world, and she arrives.
Wow, that's a
next
great
week,
idea.
actually. Yeah, so that's also.
Oh, she's coming here.
She's coming on Wednesday. Yeah.
Hey! Oh, I can't wait to meet her.
But that,
Oh,
I mean,
fabulous.
she knows the industry, but she's not in the industry. But you know,
Yeah.
she is fortunate enough to like support me, but with following me.
That's
know?
great.
And,
Oh, that's
yeah,
really
so
great.
that's really
Dude.
good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You won the goddamn relationship lottery. Well done. Hooray! You know
It was a
why?
Scratch
It's
ticket.
because you're such a nice guy.
Exactly.
It's because he's
yeah.
just so nice.
Such a nice.
Yeah, you know
such
how
a
it is.
nice guy.
He's just so lovely and
Yeah.
genuine and so vulnerable. You
Oh,
should
so
definitely
vulnerable.
fuck him. He's so vulnerable.
I'm vulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm valuable.
Oh yeah, I love that's a line in the show. I love that bit. I am valuable.
Yeah. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you're valuable. I'm valuable. I'm valuable.
Oh,
I love
man.
doing that.
Yeah. I love that. There's parts of that. Honestly, there's parts of Applesaucy, and I hope everybody feels this way. But when I was watching it and just thinking that you're just speaking straight to me, I'm just think this is a joke that I feel like it was written just for me because I find it so goddamn funny.
Thanks.
Man,
I over the years I have been like I learned how to spot if you're in the audience. And I love it, you know. You do it.
Oh.
I have this. I used for promo for a while, and I did this joke about like, you know, I did this thing about like I threw water on the people, and I said like Pater Noster Spiritus Sanctus, and then I said like, oh, you know, God is everywhere, and I sort of fight in a visible person, and you're standing next to the camera and doing exactly.
that is my favorite.
Yeah.
God damn, that is still one of my favorite jokes ever.
When you do fringe shows and you hear that laugh, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. Yeah.
I do actually.
Mr.
I do have
Fringes in the house.
a lot of friends of mine that will go to extraordinary lengths to get me to like be in the audience.
Yeah.
I can't help it. If it's good, I'm just gonna laugh my ass off.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. And I mean,
I don't care about laughs, but I like yours. Yeah.
I just like laughing at shows and getting very. I have had. Speaking of relationships like breaking down, I've had like girls break up with me just because they couldn't handle the noise. Because we'd go out to shows,
the actual
and be
decibel
sitting
level
next to me, and I'd be like, "Yeah, woo, yeah, baby," and like,
yeah.
I have people always turning around and thinking I'm a plant. All the time, happens all the time. Like, are you part of this show? I'm like, no.
Oh,
it's great. Why aren't you laughing?
Oh, I thought you meant like in real life.
All right,
and that you were actually a plant. Like that's a weird plant, you know.
I'm the loudest ficus.
What's the Latin name?
Yeah. And a Bucephalus magnus.
Very loud plant.
Water, please. Yeah.
Like
a vine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love going to shows. I love going to I love.
Do you see a lot of shows when you're here? When you do Fringe? Do you have time?
I try really hard, but I do. You know, I'm working.
Do you have your level of like energy? Can you sit down for? Because I find it hard these days to
be
like I'm really restless now. You know.
Oh yeah, always.
And I can't really. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
If
I have to go do my own show in a couple of hours, I'm not able to go in. Sit through a show. But like once my run is over, I'm gonna go and see because there's some brilliant shows here.
There's some amazing stuff, and there's a lot of really good like literature shows, and people. I think. I mean, maybe this is the same for you, but also got a lot of friends who are in the biz and they really know the stuff that's maybe a little bit special for some reason. You know, they say, "Oh, you really should check this out because it's just, this is new and it's got these people are going somewhere, or this has got something in it that's really touching." It's or not always stuff that's necessarily going to be like a giant commercial something, or like keep your eye on them. They're going to make but things that are just got a little bit of that je ne sais quoi. And
I love when people come and see my current show and say like, this is a proper Fringe show, you know? That's a nice compliment, you know?
That's what
because everything is made out of fucking something you bought at Bunnings like 3 days before.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's what I mean, I've said, this is something I've said many times, is you don't go to Fringe to see like, a one-man monologue about, some guy and his horrible feelings and like whatever. I want to see a guy spitting ping pong balls, and I want to see weird accents. I want to see stuff going in and out of people. I want to see people on fire. Yeah. And look, I've said
Would you say I have a weird accent?
A little bit. It's good. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
You wouldn't
only around here.
No. Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, I feel bad for all of these. I take a lot of Ubers, and there's a lot of like immigrant people working on Ubers, and you get to learn a lot about a bunch of different cultures.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, which is really fun.
Good thing. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, like I've learned more about like Sikhism this year than I ever thought possible.
Oh, really?
Fascinating. To all my Punjabis out there, bam, Mushni to Kuchni.
Oh wow,
they'll know what I mean. Yeah. I got taught that last week. It means no mustache, no life.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you sort of connect over that?
Oh yeah. Well, the best mustaches in the world are Punjabi mustaches. They got the great those Sikh dudes rock up. And
you could sort of grow them and put them under your headphones.
Oh yeah, once we get there.
Yeah.
I had a trim recently to make things all nice.
Do you ever shave it off? No, you had it for a long time.
I had like 11
years?
12. No, it's older than Ruby.
Do you trim it though? Do you
for sure.
keep it in a certain...
Oh yeah.
You're not going to go for this weird like crochet mustache.
I don't know. I'll just let it go and see what happens. But if you want it to look nice, the rules are you never trim it. You got to go in there, get the split ends. There's upkeep. There's
I don't know anything about split ends anymore. Those days are over.
That's why I was reluctant to bring it up.
Don't even.
It might be a sore point.
Okay.
I know what you're storming out if I start talking about hair care.
Stop talking about hair,
man. But there's like You have seen a lot of variety acts.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen a lot of variety acts and gone to a lot of fringes.
Mm.
And fringe really should be about the weird shit.
Yeah.
That's what,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's what fringe is about. I want to see the weird shit. I want to see blood and titties and fire. Yeah.
Do you think it has changed a little bit, the fringe?
Yeah.
Fringe? It used to be bigger, like. It used to be like all over the city. And now, I mean, it feels a little bit more sort of safe, you know, like.
Well, that's, you know, a lot of us have been talking about that. And I think that's still there's still a little bit of a hangover from the pandemic. Yeah. And people are, because back before pandemic, in 2018, we're doing El Bazaar. We're basically like spraying milk all over the audience. There was blood.
Unhinged.
Bonkers, right?
Mm.
But nowadays, I mean, if you like bring forth an act, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to like spray
like
liquids all over everyone.
Site manager, you know, because I said that at this moment, at my take, like, and at this moment, someone's going to throw an apple at me. Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
And came back with the site manager, said like, what are you going to do? He's going to throw an apple at me?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know about that.
Yeah, right. It's
so what's your
throwing
concern?
an apple?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Fuck the rules.
Exactly.
The guy is throwing apples at me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm talking about.
It's my
is that
own
hangover.
Responsibility. If I die from being hit by an apple,
what a way to go.
Let it. Yeah,
I'll be very happy.
A good way to go.
Yeah.
On a stage in Russell Square in front of 15 people.
Great.
I love it.
That's how I want to go. Yeah. But I think that is part of that. There's still kind of that hangover. People are a little more like safety weirded out, but
not in your show though. Nobody gives a shit.
No.
What do you do?
Okay, in Kaboom, that's kind of an anomaly.
People going,
do whatever you.
Yeah.
Because they don't. I mean, they don't really know what it is that I'm doing.
Yeah.
But honestly, if people understood what I was doing in my Kaboom show, the government would definitely come and take the shit away from me. There's no question. I mean, I got a machine that would kill you so easily. It would just, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If someone would have misused it, you would just be like super dead 8 times before you hit the ground. Yeah. But, however, if you talk to the punters, if you're going out there and talk to like the regulars, and I think this is not just Perth, I think this is at least everywhere in Australia. And I mean, we do Edinburgh, so you get kind of that feeling there as well. But the people want the freak show back. People want, they're really hungry for that stuff.
Yeah.
It really is one of those things people are just dying to see.
And there's nothing like that this year.
Well, there's some like break.
Elements,
I mean, things like, you know, cake, you get some like people doing weird acts but the staple, what should be a staple of fringe is, you know, the late night sort of semi-revolving cast,
sort of like
weird
at least
fuck.
3 people passes out during the show. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
If nobody walks out because it's too crazy, then why the fuck are you even setting it up in the first place? That's what I really want. I want that back so bad. Right. And I think the punters do too.
Yeah. So and next year, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm game.
Yeah. I'm game too.
I want to bring. Well,
who do you want to bring? Who do you want to bring?
There's this guy, David Eriksson.
Oh, yeah?
He's a really nice guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he really good?
He talks funny and he's got no hair. He's fucking great. I love him.
So that's official now.
Great. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to shake on that. Right. There we go.
Yeah,
Bam.
cool.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, I would.
But you're talking about punters. I met someone yesterday who came to see my show, and they said I think they were like working in like construction or something, and they said they were gifted 2 tickets to like anything they wanted to see in the Well, it's got to be and they ended up in my show. They had no idea, you know?
Right.
And they were like, they were really, really happy, you know, because they would never, by themselves go and buy a ticket to something called Apple Saucy, which featured like a weird Swedish guy. They wouldn't. And they ended up like by chance in my show. And they were going on about how lucky they were to be in that coincidence.
That's something that is really good about
Yeah,
Perth
yes.
and Perth audiences.
Yeah, so I educated 2
Yeah.
people yesterday in like,
That's
there's
great.
more out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all of the punters in Perth are really, even if they might not be ready to see something, or they might not even know what it is they want to go see. There's this thing, Alan Moore said this, and this always resonates with me. It's like the audience doesn't know what they need.
Right.
Yeah. If the audience knew what they wanted, and if the audience knew what they needed, they'd be the writers. They'd be the performers.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
So it's kind of your job,
right.
to bring them something.
Yeah.
And then if they get exposed to it, they're like, oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that I needed.
I didn't know you can do that with a ping pong ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think the audiences in Perth, especially, they're always grateful. That's something I really like, because afterwards they'll go, if it's something good, afterwards they'll be like, oh, that's amazing. If you ever do shows in like regional towns, or you go really far out into nowhere, and this is basically the most isolated city in the world.
Yeah.
So you come and show up. Nobody here has ever seen, like a jacked Swedish dude do ping pong. But that's something they've never seen before.
And that's why they like me, because they don't know better.
Right. Yeah. They're like, oh my gosh. It's still, the novelty hasn't worn off. They haven't gotten to know you
Exactly.
yet. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You educate yourself and you will find out that I'm not. I'm not special, okay? I'm not special.
Okay. This is such a
Read a book.
Swedish joke. Like that sort of Swedish sense of humor that's very, like, it's dry and self-deprecating and absurd.
Yeah.
Do you think it translates very well? Do you get like...
It doesn't translate in Germany.
No, my God. Yeah. What was that like?
Yeah, well, I do stick to your like principles about your art and you die, or you compromise, and you survive.
Tell it the German way.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I mean, I find my way also there, but you have to be like, open your ears a little bit about what kind of audience you have,
Yeah.
And I try to, give them what they want,
Well,
I can't be like, oh, I can't, like,
you can't.
I need to deliver, So,
of course.
And sometimes it
that's
hurts
the nature
a little
of
bit
the business,
to go like,
yeah. But having to adapt to different cultures is one of those things that you just get good at.
Yeah.
We do the same thing. You go to, even just here, like in Australia, you go the audiences in Melbourne, there's jokes or there's like bits that don't hit as well. You go to Adelaide.
But like what people are most fed by in society when it comes to entertainment is sort of generic, right. The big production things that sort of, to be honest, kind of do the same thing over and over again, because it makes money. The same fucking in Sweden is like the Christmas show with this and this artist, and you're like, come on, don't feed this to the public, because then they will think that is the,
right,
the level,
That's,
and also television, like, like dance competitions and fucking masked singers and stuff. And people go like, oh, this is great, it's from America, and they're like, no, don't watch that shit. Like, come and see a guy getting hit by an apple,
right?
Which is, that's
the thing. I think it's getting even more. There are folks, new punters coming in that are just. Everything's on the screen, right? And they bring in that kind of bored energy everywhere that they go, because I think exactly the thing you're talking about like generic entertainment, but you're talking about some people that spend all of their time when they're not at work on TikTok, and everything is a screen, and it's just gotta be like this very distilled. Like, hey, well, did you know that this fucking thing is blah, 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 blah?
Yeah. I spend a lot of time on my phone as well, for some reason. But
I don't want to shit on like people using TikTok,
but like sometimes you just you get amazed by the things, like especially when it comes to comedy that has like gets a good like
it gets a lot of reach.
And it's like really yeah. Oh, well, maybe that's just me being jealous also.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean,
because you're
even talking about it a little bit just makes you seem a little bit like, oh god,
yeah. Stop.
But that's that's really what fringe, because there'll always be room for fringe like that. It's people showing up and just. That's why it's our job to show them something. Yeah,
and it's also the job of fringe, isn't it?
Yeah,
right? Isn't it?
So
to provide that.
Yeah. You want to. It's got to be the weirdest.
Yeah.
It's got to be the weirdest. And I mean, you can show up and be kind of generic and.
Yeah. I mean, there's like, yeah. I mean,
what are your feelings about it?
I wouldn't feel. I feel better showing up with a couple of suitcases and like a head full of gags, and then just go to Bunnings and sort of buy the buckets that I need to put my little props in. Yeah, because then I know where they are on stage. And then just
get painting up cardboard in somebody's lounge room. And,
exactly, and because this is a place for that to be allowed.
Exactly. Yeah,
but I also don't mind doing it like on a proper stage. You know? But I like when people tell me that your show is proper fringe. I like that.
That's because that does really mean means a very specific thing.
Yeah,
and it's not something that you can fake, because you can have a fringe show if someone comes and says it's proper fringe. That also kind of means it's also good.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can have a proper fringe. You can have a fringe show, which is just someone bringing crap to the table and going, "Oh yeah, I want to be in the festival." Yeah, but proper fringe has got to really have that.
It needs to sort of do something to the audience.
Yeah. That's the point. And whether it makes them faint or poop themselves or think about their choices, it's something, anything.
When they think about the choice of pooping themselves. Yeah. Why did I shit myself?
Ooh. God, that was a mistake.
Why did I do that? I learned something today.
Jeez.
I'm educated now.
Thank God this weird Swedish man showed up, or I never would have been evaluating my choices. I would have walked around with this shit in my pants all day long.
And speaking of, I have to do that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, well.
The front one. Well, like my penis is full of urine now. It's like full.
Man, that's gonna be. Oh God, can we please make that into a reel? Dude, it's gotta be a reel. My penis is full of urine.
My penis is full of urine.
Yeah. It's it. We have been talking about penises and for penises. Yeah, you got to very specific.
Because I mean, when I do the penis joke with the urine, like, I have to go to the toilet because my penis is full of urine, and I do that, and that you're in the same room as someone who doesn't have the same type of humor when they go like, oh yeah, mine too, and then I always think like, well, the only people who can make jokes about like small penis jokes about themselves are the ones who actually have big penises, and that is not a joke.
Oh, that is so like so much of your show, and that kind of that's like a beautiful distillation of your show.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up my penis, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's like
it sums up my penis.
Oh, whoo! Let me just get my composure back here. Jesus Christ, man. If you'd have asked me when we...
Oh, do you want me to ask you questions?
Oh, sure.
No.
If you would have asked me. But if somebody came up and asked me, like, when we were first starting this podcast, who would be one of my dream folks to get on here, I would think, oh, man, it'd be great to have fucking David on here. We're going to get David on here.
I'm very
talk
honored.
about dicks.
I'm very honored.
Yeah. But I was like, oh my God, when is this going to happen? And then you were coming here for Perth.
I said, please, can I be on the podcast?
Yeah, he came.
Then I came here and paid you to be on the podcast.
On bended knee. It's like, oh, please, I want people to like me. And so I get to talk about my dick for an hour. God, I'm begging you. Yeah. And we took pity on you and said, oh, of course. Oh, all right, David.
Yeah.
I suppose you're reasonably talented. People keep saying you're a genius, so we'll get you on the fucking show. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's a good name too.
Oh, thanks.
Onwards
to victory. Yeah.
Onwards. Onwards to victory. Oh yeah.
All
right too. Yeah.
Yeah. We were.
I like onwards.
Onwards.
Onwards to victory. That's what I. Okay. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. No, it's.
No, it's good. Onwards to victory. I like how you say it.
Oh, I do say it. Onwards to victory.
Onwards to victory.
Oh.
So as a Swedish person, I have problems with the V and the V. Onwards to victory.
Yeah.
Onwards to victory.
Yeah, victory.
I say victory.
And how's the volume? We turn up the volume.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Onwards to
victory.
Victory.
We'll say victory. Yeah, say victory.
Victory.
For today.
Yeah. Onwards to victory.
Turn up the volume. Yeah.
It's good. You haven't done any of the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you forgot.
Oh, wait. Say...
Okay, so should I make
talk
a joke?
About your...
Should I do a joke?
Great.
Okay, so...
Here we go.
Okay, so this is a joke. So... Hey, look out for the golf ball. What golf ball? All right.
Oh, that's not it?
No, there's more. There's more.
Oh, great.
Because that was kind of crap.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Hey, look out for the stairs. What's the stairs? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
The last one. Hey, look out for the cock. What?
10 points.
10 points.
Man, oh, gosh. I knew we would get into the dick stuff very early on. This is beautiful.
Oh, sorry. It's like something.
Oh, that's all right. We've had all sorts of amazing fluids on these things already. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Should I be worried?
Aiden Sadler put a bunch of lip plumper on one of them.
Lip plumper.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, it's this kind of lip gloss that is full of stuff that bee stings have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you put it on and go.
Like it
plumpinates one's lips. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking of doing something to plumpenate my upper lip actually because with age, I'm not 49 anymore.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so the upper lip shrinks. And I see how my upper lip shrinks. So I think I need some lip plumper.
Oh, you could get a mustache. Hey.
Yeah.
Ding, ding. Oh, but then I guess, what, does the mustache start going down your face?
Yeah, it sort of would mess with my facial expressions.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
And you really have to, exactly.
Yeah.
You got some fabulous genius facial expressions. Man, he's hired all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, would that mess with any of your,
I think it would be a distraction actually. And also, I mean, I have tried it and it doesn't.
You've tried the lip.
I mean, when I talk about my upper lip, I'm talking about the soft part.
Yeah.
Which when I say that's small, this is what I mean.
Right.
The distance between my nose and my mouth.
Yeah.
That's not small.
No.
So if I get a mustache, it's kind of like pretty full on. So I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it.
There'd be a lot of There's a lot of space there.
Yeah.
You get.
There's a lot of space, I can't believe that's so much. So I can't believe how much space.
You got a lot of real estate. You should be advertising.
Yeah. Like Western Australia.
Hi, pet a quokka. Yeah, we'll just do a tattoo of a quokka there and a little picture of you petting it. Going, look at you. You'll be a state ambassador.
Like a postcard upper lip.
Yeah. It'd be beautiful.
It would be
beautiful. It would fit on there. Delicious.
The la chance.
Man, we got to make sure we got a bunch of bubbly in you. You're probably ready for a spa. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
You want to go get out of here and go have a dip?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's
have a swim.
All right, what are you doing tonight? You want to come and see the jelly wrestling? I'm going to be emceeing the
that sounds nice.
the Artist Club Jelly Wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You want to go?
I
You
wanna
gonna
go.
Oh,
I'm going to hang out with you all day now.
Oh, let's do it.
All day and night. Yeah.
Well, we're going to do the sign-off so we can go get wet together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
ready?
that.
All
Sign
right.
off.
Well, beautiful folks, fabulous individuals, wonderful... Penis. Yeah.
The penis. Your penis is very petite.
Petit penis,
Yeah.
oui. It's so very... Oh, peut-être un petit penis. Petit penis. Hello. Oh my God, I'm getting way off track. Hi there, everybody. And thank you once again. Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe.
Me.
Yeah, feed the algorithm. And if you don't like David Eriksson, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. You should really go see Apple Saucy if you get a chance because it's great. And if you don't see Apple Saucy, go see him in something else. Because seeing him on stage is, honestly, once in a lifetime, fabulous, life-changing, ball-draining experience. You're going to love it.
Wow.
Folks, you've been watching the Onwards to Victory podcast. My name's Magnus D. Magnus. And go. Be like Tone. Go on the Patreon. Yeah. And help us pay for all this nonsense. Thank you very much. Lots of love. May the wind blow gently at your backs and a bag of cocaine show up at your doorstep. Have
I
a
thought
great
I was
night.
paying for this nonsense.
Oh, well, it's
Yeah.
we're going to put you on the...
Yeah.
You're going to be honorary Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
You get to see my
I will
titties.
support you. I will support you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Isn't he a nice guy? Such a nice guy.
No, actually, how much am I being paid for this?
This is...
It is pro bono.
If you're looking to see a pro bono, this is the guy. Thank you, everybody. You've been watching Onwards to Victory. Good night. Fuck yeah. Hey, let's go. You want to go get wet?
What the fuck are you?
Fuck you.
What the fuck is this question?
Don't you want to grab it?
What the fuck?
Don't you know we all cheer for Magnus Danger
Penis.